Hello everyone, today I want to tell you a story. Not just any story, but one that speaks directly to your heart. A story of pain, sacrifice, struggle, and unbreakable hope. A story that reminds us all that no matter how dark life feels, if you have faith, if you keep walking, you will find your light. So close your eyes and let this story live inside you. In a forgotten corner of a small town, there lived a boy named Tom. His world was simple: narrow streets, broken walls, and a house that leaked. Every monsoon, his parents did their best. His father repaired bikes with oil-stained hands, and his mother stitched torn clothes till her fingers ached. But even in all this, Tom dreamed. Not just any dream. A dream that seemed impossible for someone like him. He wanted to be a pilot. Touch the clouds, not just with his hands, but with his soul. While other kids raced toy cars, he folded paper planes. He would lie on his rooftop at night, stare at the stars, and whisper, "One day, I'll be up there. I'll fly higher than anyone ever has." But dreams are heavy when you carry them barefoot. People laughed. "Pilot? You? With those torn shoes?" Even his teacher said, "Dream big, but not too big." His uncle smirked, "Look at your roof before dreaming of the sky." But Tom just smiled, and quietly said to himself, "I will try." As he grew older, his dream became his obsession. He worked after school, washed cars, sold lemons at the station, delivered newspapers, anything. He dropped every coin into a jar he named "My Wings." After years of hunger, saving, and sleepless nights, he finally cracked the flying school entrance test. His heart raced. He was so close, but life had another test for him. Just weeks before his training, his father collapsed. A heart attack. The hospital bills were more than his family had ever seen. Tom didn't think twice. He took his entire savings, his dream, and handed it to the doctor. He saved his father. But people said, "Your dream is over. You gave it all up." That night, Tom cried silently, not because he lost his chance, but because he couldn't hold both his dream and his father at the same time. The next morning, with swollen eyes and a heavy heart, he stood up and whispered, "Dreams don't die, they wait." The next 5 years were made of pain. While others his age laughed, dated, posted selfies, Tom worked. Mechanic by day, waiter by night. His back hurt, his feet bled, but he kept going. Every rupee he earned, he invested in knowledge: aviation books from old libraries, simulator apps on a cracked phone. YouTube videos watched under a dim light in a tiny room, with scrap metal and parts he found in junkyards. He built his own simulator in his bedroom. No instructor, no classroom, just his burning will. He gave the exam again, failed, again, failed. People whispered, "He's lost his mind." They mocked, "Still chasing the sky?" But Tom looked up and said, "If I fail 100 times, I'll try 101. On his third attempt, he passed. But that wasn't the miracle. The head instructor at the flying school, after hearing about Tom's homemade simulator and endless effort, offered him a full scholarship. He said, "Some people need money to fly. You just needed a chance." That day, Tom didn't just get admission. He earned his wings. The day of his first solo flight, Tom stood by the plane, not as a boy who delivered newspapers, not as the son of a mechanic, but as a pilot. He wore his uniform, creased, shining, perfect. Sat in the cockpit, gripped the controls, and before takeoff, he whispered, "Papa, I'm flying now." As the plane rose into the sky, tears blurred his vision. He remembered the blisters on his palms, the hunger he swallowed, the days he fell asleep crying, the insults he never replied to. The empty jar once filled with hope, and above the clouds, with the sun shining on his face, Tom smiled. He had made it. He didn't just fly a plane that day. He flew over every rejection, every no, every voice that said, "You can't." He didn't reach the sky because he was lucky. He reached because he never gave up. So if you're listening to this, and you're tired, if the world feels too heavy, if everyone says you're not enough, remember Tom. Remember the boy with broken shoes and an unbreakable dream. Remember that empty jar that became wings, because success doesn't always look like gold medals or fancy cars. Sometimes, it looks like a boy who refused to quit, and maybe that boy is you. Keep walking, even when the road is dark. Keep trying, even if no one believes in you. And above all, never give up. Your story is not over yet.